Hello everyone and welcome back to Alan Wake 2. Today we're just going to continue from where we left off with Mids. We're at the sheriff station exploring some text about the dark place. Let's proceed.
The lake is a gateway to the dark place. What the hell is a para-utilitarian?
Deployment order. Urgent situation at approx 19:00 hours on 13 September 2023. Does that mean 7 o'clock eventually? Because I find it kind of weird if it says 1,900 hours. Readings from a remote surveillance unit monitoring Cauldron Lake, a known threshold to what researchers theorize is the origin dimension of A040. The shadow past acceptable limits. Attempts to contact FBC Research Facility, Washington 03, codename the Lake House, were unsuccessful. On-site event verification is not possible. Response procedures are initiated with immediate effect. Lead agent Kieran, Esteves will mobilize investigation unit Beta from a remote operations site at Redacted. All available shadow-specific equipment Lot 411B has been approved for use in the field. Objectives: to confirm an active event. If an active abnormal world event is occurring, the dispatch team will identify its nature and severity, limit exposure, and attempt to contain or neutralize the source. If no event is active, check monitoring equipment. Perform a limited profile sweep of the area and check status of the lake house and its staff. Additional information. Relevant operatives in area include the Code of the Tree, Redacted, and Alan Wake, currently missing. Then we have the last text. Summary of findings. Item classification request 194F. Summary of findings. Description. Para-utility based on reports. The item is a light switch from a lamp cord, with part of the severed cord still attached. Eyewitness accounts suggest that the item possesses the ability to alter reality, the changes being based on Redacted. When used by a capable para-utilitarian, parsing this item's effect from that of the Cauldron Lake. Threshold responsible for recurring abnormal world events is or in the area is difficult because the only reported uses of the item have occurred near this threshold. Without more data, we cannot confirm if the item intensifies the effect of the threshold or vice versa, or if there is no connection whatsoever. Recorded material from Dr. Hartman after becoming a redacted have revealed that Alan Wake eliminated Barbara Jagger, likely a physical manifestation of a redacted, by inserting the light switch into its chest and flicking the switch. The item is confirmed to have been used in 2010 to turn fictional writings into reality. See file Abnormal World Events 35. However, it is unclear what the restrictions and limitations of this effect are. Conclusion: the light switch is a possible OOP, but the team cannot conclusively classify the item based on second-hand accounts. Proper examination and testing is required in order to determine classification and precise effect of the item. Okay, then we were done reading that. So I guess at this point we should head back to our mine's place. We have some profiling to do, and we might also have something to look at the case board. Let's go to profiling first. Casey, we can start with him first, because I don't think there are too much
What's happening
to read there.
I'm a goner. Swell. A shadow crawling under my skin. In my head. Call my ex. Tell her I'm sorry. Terminal case, Casey.
Something is wrong with him. He's hurt worse than he says. He's scared.
Why? Okay, yeah, he is hurt. Does that mean he eventually is about to become a Taken or something? Then we have Wake.
I assumed Wake escaped the dark place.
He didn't.
He's still there.
The big apple in an ocean of darkness. Gone diving. Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
Wake is still trapped in the dark place.
Yes.
Maybe
So our theory was right. Then we have Scratchy.
Scratch was pretending to be Wake. Manipulating me. What does he want from me? No. I'm in control here. It's my mind place. He's powerful. Too powerful. Just his presence here makes me feel sick. Like a wave of terror through my head. I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker.
Yeah. Kinda difficult to try to read him.
Shouldn't spend time on odd questions.
So,
Wake is trapped in the dark place. He's been reaching out, communicating with me in the overlaps.
so this isn't the first time the Dark Presence has stolen someone's form. I think that was... yeah, Barbara Jagger. Casey thinks Wake is scratchy, and always has been. Certainly possible. I assumed something strange was happening with time, but what if it's simpler than that?
I need to know what information I can still trust.
So it seems like we might have to go through Cauldron Lake again to get to Alan. So, story. We have something on the clicker here.
The clicker amplifies any changes to reality suggested by a piece of art. Makes them permanent.
Well, it seems like I can't play. Okay, yes, I
The
can.
dark presence is vulnerable against bright light. At least that makes sense.
Okay. More profiling?
Wake told me the clicker would fix this. But Wake was actually Scratch. How can I trust anything he said?
The artist must conclude his work. He rides a storm on your piece. Wake up and smell the danger. We told you already, kiddo. What Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying.
So... what is our mission then? Oh, wow. I kinda didn't see where we went out when Alan became Scratchy.
Scratch told me the clicker can be used to change the story. Does that match your understanding of this thing?
Yeah, the light switch is a paranatural item, maybe even an object of power. We have verified reports that Alan Wake was in possession of it during the AWE here back in 2010. It definitely has power. We know that much.
I can come up with a plan. I always do.
Come up with a new plan. Okay.
You really don't remember Logan living in Virginia with me and David?
I remember you and David having problems. You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery and then Logan, well, that awful thing happened. After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case, if you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough. The clicker can fix this. But I can't use it without Wake. Tor knows about this stuff. Maybe he can help. Wake is still in the dark place. How do I get him out?
We live and breathe rock and roll. From the silence of screams, from the fever of dreams. The clicker can amp up other works of art, not just Tom's writing. Anything created with passion. The dark power of the lake will make it creep into reality. But if the holder of the clicker believes in the art, they can make it all come true in the flick of a switch.
I can use the clicker without Wake. Only Wake's writing can change the horror story. But I can use the clicker to change something else. Like getting Wake out of the dark place. I will use the clicker to change reality, and bring Wake back at Cauldron Lake. I'll need the right work of art, but that won't be a problem.
Okay.
I've got it now. I just need to tell the others what to do and fix everything. For good. I'm sorry about your brother, Ilmo.
Jaakko was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were. Always happy to help. I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
I realize it's a bad time. But I need you to tell me everything about the cult of the tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, what kind of a cult calls themselves a cult? Exactly. We protect Watery and Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, there was the idea anyways. Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't turn people into Taken. You kill the ones who already have. How long has the cult been around for?
Certain folks around here have always known about Cauldron Lake. Before us, it was the Torchbearers. And when I inherited the mission, I wanted to call it a cult. It was genius. Just the name did half the work. Made people too scared to go into the woods at night. Business 101. Fear is a great motivator.
You were trying to kill Alan Wake. Why?
Nothing good has ever come out of Cauldron Lake. The nightmare that hit Bright Falls in 2010 was all because of his writing. And ever since then, pages of his stories are floating up from the lake, and monsters keep popping out. It's all him, Wake. And if we don't stop him, no one will.
Wake's evil doppelganger Scratch is the threat we're facing, not Wake. And I will stop him.
I've never heard of anyone called Scratch.
Weird.
Ilmo said the cult kills Taken. Is he telling the truth?
Surplus deer masks buy in bulk. We've got a floater, a Taken on the shore. Call the gang Yakko. We are going hunting. Cult of the Tree. Keeping the town safe since 2013.
Ilmo is telling the truth about the cult. They really were fighting the Taken. We're on the same side. If the cult is killing Taken, then why did Nightingale turn into one?
Private party. Invitation only. Wrong time, wrong place. Time to go, Yakko. A job half done isn't done at all.
Nightingale became a Taken because the Bookers interrupted their ritual.
Huh. Story is kind of locked still. Cult ritual failed to destroy Nightingale because the Bookers interrupted it. Cult wasn't working with Wake or Scratch operating on their own. Cole thinks Wake is responsible for Taken. Believe killing him will stop this. Cult of the Tree kills Taken to protect Bright Falls and the Watery. Purpose of cult ritual was to kill Taken. It It's possible Wake is connected to the cult, but if Scrat is identical to Wake, then this could refer to either of them.
Nope. Huh.
Jacko and Elmo were running the cult.
Keep trying.
Vladimir Bloom?
Ugh.
Rose Marigold? Rose is that waitress from the diner. Is he involved with the cult? Mulligan and Thornton? Nah, that last one is clearly a little bit more difficult to figure out. So, okay. Let's head out.
So we need Wake to fix the story, right? That hasn't changed. So here's what I have. Wake's still trapped in the dark place, under the lake. I think we can use the clicker to get him out. But first, we need a work of art. Something other than his story. And that'll get him here.
I'm not filling out the paperwork for this one. I wouldn't know where to start. But I'm sold.
Okay. Look, this feels like something that once we get the ball rolling, there's no turning back. You sure you have it all figured out?
This is beginning of the end game. To travel to Cauldron Lake, you need to save your game first. Exploring and traveling to other areas will be limited if you choose to
Not just yet.
continue.
Okay, Anderson.
Since we're entering the ending part of the game, with that message of no return, we're going to end for today here and proceed over the next few episodes or videos or whatever you call it. Anyways, this is the end for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video or stream. Bye guys!